Hi everyone, I'm Aditi Banerjee. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Magic Billion. And today I'm in conversation with my father, Mr. Basib Banerjee. Basib, would you like to introduce yourself?
Um, well, I'm Aditi's father, and like she said, we started this company together. So I never thought after a long career in the Indian Army and then working with the government on skill development, finally, when I should be playing golf, here I am founding a company with my daughter and setting up Magic Billion. So yeah, that's my life. I was a, fiery 20-year-old going to Siachen and working at 18,660 feet with 40% lung power, all the way down to Sri Lanka and doing lots of operations over 25 years
Yeah.
with the Indian Army. And then with the government of India on skill development, and it was then that we suddenly thought of Magic Billion because
Yeah, we crossed paths at that
we
time
crossed path at that time.
professionally. Yeah.
And if you remember, I was representing the country. I went to Japan, and there was this huge excitement that Japan needs 200,000 people.
Yeah.
And
This
we
is
got
what 2013.
this
or so.
was 2017.
Yeah. Mhm.
And when we signed the MOU, and then we realized a couple of years later that only 2,000 people have gone.
Yeah.
And that's the time we realized that we need something,
Yeah.
a vehicle which would allow us to facilitate global talent mobility.
Right. And I think that was sort of at the same time when, after spending 6 odd years at the World Bank in Washington, I had moved back to India and I was working with the Boston Consulting Group in their skill development and public sector practice. And our dinner table conversations back in 2013 were all about so much money in India is going into skill development in thousands of crores. And so many organizations are involved in skill development, but
Yeah.
then what? I mean, if people are not getting jobs at the end of it, forget international jobs, they're not even getting domestic jobs.
Right.
And even if you get a job, you're not being able to retain that job for more than 3 months. What's really the power of that kind of skill development? So I think
Yes.
our conversations were more about how do you get to sustainable livelihoods and how do you get people to jobs?
Yeah, and with 2 million people passing their grade 12s every year in
Yeah.
this country, what future did they have?
Yeah.
And the people who had done good engineering courses were still at 47% of employment.
Mhm.
And then I think the turning point was when you went to London and you could see firsthand the huge deficiencies in jobs
Yep. Yeah,
across
absolutely.
all sectors.
And I think, like in any startup story, not only do you need the right mix of founders, and I think we can talk about that a little bit later, how it's been working together, but it's also about the product idea and the right time. So for us, perhaps those three just came together in 2018 when we founded Magic Billion. And it's now been 7 years, and we had 100 employees and sending 4,000 Indians out every year. So really the scale
Yeah.
for us over the last 7 years has been huge.